scheme of things, 1 point better than no points, but you got to look at this as another missed opportunity for the group tonight. Would you agree?
Yeah, it's a missed opportunity, especially in a series of games where we're not having many home games. So this is an important game. Obviously, it's a team that, to be fair to them, they played a nice game the other night, and they were difficult to break down once we gave them the lead in the first half. But it's a home game, and it's something we should be getting 3 points out of these games. And I felt like just the intensity in the first half was just way too low. It was too easy for the opposition. Too many sideways passes, back passes. Everything took too long. The intensity to win balls and recover balls, first balls, second balls. Their goal comes off of a second ball that we don't impose ourselves in the challenge, and they get to play the next ball forward through our lines, and it ends up in the back of our net. So it just, for us being at home and this being such an important start, the intensity level at the beginning was just, didn't have enough urgency, right? And it was like we wanted to play this beautiful passing soccer, but we needed to go impose ourselves on the opposition and set the tone and tempo of the game, and we certainly didn't do that in the first half. I thought it was more so in the second half, and we pushed the game. Obviously, they were in a position where they were protecting a lead for the majority of it, but at least we were playing forward, and we were running forward, and more guys were sprinting, and we were fighting to recover balls and compete for balls, and at times it got a little bit chaotic and disorganized, I think, just because of the emotion of pushing the game, but we've got to be able to, with this group, to find the emotion and the urgency and still stay organized and purposeful in what we're doing. And we're kind of like, we're back and forth on that one, where we have urgency and intensity, and then we lose a little bit of the structure of the game and what we're trying to do. And then at times when we have a little bit of structure, we lack the purpose and intensity in the game. And so those two have to get to a balance so that we can find the form that we're looking for.
All right, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Next, go to Josh Guessman.
Hey, Greg, thanks for the time. What did you see from Chicharito? Obviously, he gets his 11th goal of the season. It looked like he had a good combination with Jovic there in the second half. Were you happy with that partnership?
Yeah, I think it's a partnership that can certainly flourish. They don't have many minutes together and don't have many training sessions together either. So it's early days. But anytime you also play with two forwards, you've got to build a nice structure and be able to protect yourself around it and be able to hold the ball and be able to do some different things. Be able to get the ball wide into wide areas, deep to the end lines, and get yourself in crossing positions, things like that. If you're going to have two guys in front of the box or in front of the goal like those two. So it's a little bit different setup than what we've had through majority of the season, which the whole group has to get used to, which we need a little bit of training time to work through that. It's not something you want to spend a lot of time working through on a match day. And so but yes, they're obviously two guys who can complement each other. Obviously Dayon set Javi up a couple times, so they can also play that role as well with one another. So it was nice to see them on, but again, for me, it's just the broader collective performance that we as a group have to get to another level.
I know after last game you said you didn't want to say it, but the team only gave up one goal, and that was better than giving up multiple goals. Do you feel like the defense is taking steps forward, or are you still sort of somewhere in between?
No, we're still in between. I just don't think it's controlled and intentional and winning. We're still disjointed as a group in our movements. I still feel like sometimes guys are resting or holding positions when they need to move with the rest of the group and keep us connected. There's still gaps that shouldn't be gaps. I think, again, imposing ourselves in challenges and first and second balls, being more active in our movement so that when things fall free, we are first to get there and we're anticipating quicker. It's the urgency and it's the collective movement, staying connected to each other, making sure that we're positions to compete for the original, to cover each other, to pick up second balls, to do all of those things where you recover balls in ways that you want to recover balls. You don't recover balls because you force the opposition, into just making a mistake in a counterattack or something. So it's just got to get more cohesive. And again, I take that part of that is us continuing to grow as a group. Part of that is us trying to get everybody back on the field together and moving together, and that takes work and training, and it's not something. So we've got to build through this series. It is what it is, and we are where we are. But we've got to find every moment we can to just try to connect this group back together again and get ourselves moving more cohesively as a group. Whether that's with 2 forwards or 1 or whatever that looks like, it's just got to be again more connected.
Thanks, Greg.
Yep.
All right, thanks for your time, Greg.
Okay, thanks.
What you saw in this game, and sort of Greg was talking about the difference in halves and the difference in intensity. What did you see from your perch back behind everybody?
Yeah, I mean, I thought we started a little bit slow. Passes that we will always connect, we weren't connecting. But I like Greg probably said as well, our response in the second half. We wanted this game and we wanted the 3 points, and we're really disappointed we didn't get them. But our fight, we didn't give up. We fought to the last minute with everything we had, and I'm proud of the guys for that. But I think we're all pretty disappointed that we didn't come away with 3 points today.
And what did you see on their goal in that first half?
Their goal in the first half. I mean, I think we just didn't get our lines up quick enough. Maybe I'll have to watch it again, but I think maybe just getting those lines up that little bit quicker, not letting them have any time to turn and hit that through ball. But that's all theoretical. Hopefully, we can do something for that in training and watch it in video and fix that. So, yeah.
Great, thanks.
No problem.
Next, we'll go to Larry Morgan.
Hi, Jonathan. Thanks for speaking with us. Greg said last week's point in Colorado was a quote-unquote good point. I think you just mentioned this being a disappointing point. Why do you think that is?
We're at home. We want to win every game at home. This is our home and our stadium. We need to get as many points here as possible. And I thought we had a really good chance of it today. Like I said, we came out second half fighting. So it is a disappointing point. But we did get 1 point. But we really wanted that 3. So.
How did you feel in this game, this start as opposed to your earlier start in Minnesota? How much more comfortable did you feel here today?
Oh, I mean, from the Minnesota game, just playing that, you gain a lot of confidence. Just 90 minutes playing behind those guys and playing with them, you get a lot of confidence. Even in training, get more confidence every single day, and then be able to play this through the game today. And today was special for me because it was the first time I played in front of fans at home. At the stadium I grew up coming to. So that was pretty special. But to your question, a lot more comfortable. Every game you get as a goalkeeper, you get that much more experience, that much more comfortable with playing with the guys in front of you. So yeah.
When did you get the word that you were starting then?
Yesterday. Yesterday in training.
Your reaction? Surprised or?
Excited. Yeah.
Excited?
Every game I get to play is that much more of experience that I gain, and and that's really valuable. So.
Thanks for your time.
Of course.
And last question, we'll go to Gio Garcia.
Hey, Jonathan. Congrats on playing for the fans. I know that must be a special feeling for you. Has Greg talked to you about the game this weekend against Minnesota? Moving forward, would you be the starter, or I guess giving the update on Jonathan Klinsmann's situation?
I have not. We have not spoken, no.
And obviously, I know you mentioned you're disappointed with this, but how do you guys take this to move forward? Because every point moving forward is obviously very critical. And how can you guys turn this around now that essentially you guys got your 14?
I mean, I think if we focus on the second half and the good that came from the second half, our reaction, our fight. Obviously, it didn't end up in 3 points, but we were on their half pretty much the whole second half, and we were controlling the game, and that's what we need to do. We have really, really good players to control possession and get forward. We have amazing forwards, amazing midfielders. Everyone on this team is a very, very solid player. So I think building the confidence from that second half and just moving forward and finding all the positives and building on them and fixing the negatives. So.
I know it was a struggling first half. Greg talked about the intensity in the first half. But maybe you can talk a little bit about the second half. You scoring the goal, and you guys seemed a little more focused in that second half.
Yeah, of course. I mean, I don't want to be disrespectful with you, but sometimes you guys do a question when the answer is over there, right? I mean, I think it's over there. We did it better. Our response is the most positive thing about the game that we take. You know, the response, the way that the players who come in as well made a very big impact. And you can see that the full squad, when we have full squad, we're a very complete and more competent team as well. So I think, yeah, that's it. Unfortunately, when you play at home and you don't get the 3 points, obviously it's more disappointed than positive in a way. You know, of course, we want to get as many points as we want at home. We didn't do it today, but now we need to go to Minnesota and get the 3 points.
And can you talk a little bit about your relationship with Jovic? Greg said you guys haven't had a ton of time to train with that, and obviously he needs more training in order to feel more comfortable, but he says that there seems to be some promise in that. What did you see from day on today?
That's it. Exactly the same. He's a very young player with a lot of ambitions, with a lot of hunger to learn and to improve as a player and as a person. And you can see it. He played against Tráfico in pretty good form. He scored 2 goals. Then I came back and he took it pretty well when I come in his place. He come on very good in Colorado, and then today with a fantastic assist, the impact that he did, the effort, everything. I think not only Dejan. I think all of us we need to learn from all of us. Like I always said it, we all have the same value. It doesn't matter if you're a DP or not, or you are experienced or not. I think the effort doesn't matter about age, about status, or about experience. Effort it should be always 100%. It doesn't matter who you are. It doesn't matter from where you are. It doesn't matter about nothing. So I think we need to keep maintaining that we need to do 100 or even 110% every single game, like if there's no tomorrow, you know. And then we can trust in Greg and the other teammates. If I'm not available, I don't feel as fresh as I can feel for next matches. It doesn't matter. We need to focus in the present, in the games, and we need to stop missing a lot of points at home, first of all, and then of course when we go away, try to get as many points as we can.
Thanks, Javi.
You're welcome.
Thanks, Josh. We'll go to Damien next.
Qué calor.
Hey, Javier, how you doing?
Good, you?
Good. Nice shirt.
Thank you.
I want to get your thoughts on the, like Greg said, the intensity was too low in the first half. I'm sure there's a fine line between, you know, coming out guns a-blazing and then sort of like playing yourself into the game. How do you guys sort of walk that fine line where you don't want to, you know, be too relaxed, but you also don't want to spend all your energy in the first half?
Yeah, I think it's like any player needs to be as responsible as you can. There's no way, because honestly, there's no excuses. I mean, the facilities that we have, the organization that it is, that you're playing for LA Galaxy, the way that the manager is being giving opportunities to all the players, the way that he wants us to play, that is more attractive, more aggressive, and more like we play with the ball and not only defend. Like in the fitness area, they're always trying to be as on point as you can, so the players are fresh. Like in any aspect, the organization is doing pretty well. There's a point that any player needs to take full responsibility if you want to be a better player, if you want to get better opportunities, if you want to have better contracts, if you want to become a DP, if you want to get into national teams, if you want to go to Europe. It's just ambition, and that's something that if you don't have it in there, you need to try to find it and seek it. And I'm speaking by myself too, because that's what I want to do. I'm giving my everything in this passion, in this profession, in this sport that I love so much. So we all need to do that. It doesn't matter if I score goals or I don't score goals. I'm not a hero. I'm not the guy who blame. The only thing is I would love people to understand that it's about the process, it's about the passion, it's about the giving the effort. Then the soccer is very, I don't know how to say this in English, but if you give your all, the football, soccer is going to give you back so many stuff. That's what my granddad and my dad teach me since I was a kid. So that's something that you don't learn in books and in trainings. You need to have that passion, to have that desire. In the end, we are humans, and in the end, it's competition, but in the end, it's like, I mean, Joe Corona was there, but in the end, I don't give a shit. I want to win. I want to get as many points as I want, and then when the whistle ends, we are friends and we can hang out and we can do whatever. But it's about passion. It's about desire. It's about wanting, even sometimes in a very insane way, your dreams and your goals, of course. You're welcome.
We'll now switch to Spanish with Katia Cartagena. Katia, go ahead.
Gracias, Vicky. Javier, gusto
¿Qué onda,
saludarte. Primera pregunta en cuanto a las sensaciones, por supuesto, como delantero, después de la lesión, superar la lesión y en casa volver a marcar ante la afición.
Así es, algo muy, muy bonito y desafortunadamente, y lo hace, bueno, tú y muchísima gente en mi país lo han escuchado siempre desde que he debutado, porque no es ni un discurso y no es nada trabajado, pero que es la realidad. Cambiaría ese gol a lo mejor por haber jugado, no haber hecho un gol y haber ganado 2-1, ¿sabes? Aquí, créeme que mi pasión, mi esfuerzo, mi dedicación, obviamente es porque yo quiero ser una mejor persona y un mejor futbolista, pero básicamente es que quiero darle todo eso y brindarle todo eso a mi equipo, a mi familia, a darlo todo por este sueño que todos tenemos, que es llegar a una final y quedar campeones. Entonces, obviamente que estoy muy contento, estoy muy feliz. También lo dije en la entrevista, en medio tiempo, para mí también es mi primer gol de cabeza en mucho tiempo también y tenía muchísimas ganas. Y si ves, le gané una pelota al central más alto de todo el campo. Entonces, para mí es algo muy bonito, muy gratificante y bueno, obtuvimos un punto, pero yo creo que esta sensación, de verdad, obviamente que hay cosas muy positivas, pero la sensación va más de que perdimos 2 puntos en casa en vez de haber ganado 1.
Y una segunda en lo que mencionabas, el tema de creer, ya pensando en el grupo, le ganabas al defensa más alto y cómo transmitir eso, ¿no? Al grupo el tema de la urgencia, el tema de creer para ese objetivo que se han planteado. Con el ejemplo,
se los he dicho a mis compañeros y se los digo diario, que lo primero que exijo, que les puedo exigir a mis compañeros o que les puedo dar un consejo, que les puedo nomás decir algunas palabras, es porque yo ya lo estoy haciendo, yo estoy dándolo todo, de verdad que todo. Y a veces cree la gente que cuando lo das todo debes de mantener como una perfección en todos los días, pero lo más bonito es no tener la garantía de cómo te va, pero creer de que te va a ir muy bien y que vale la pena el esfuerzo y vale la pena darlo absolutamente todo, ¿sabes? Salía calambrado hoy también, hubo una jugada que no es pretexto, pero el otro cabezazo no pude saltar porque ya me había calambrado. Yo creo que si estoy más fresco y no me da ese calambre, puedo saltar y puedo conectar mejor el balón en esa ocasión que fallé para el 2-1. Entonces es nada más con el ejemplo, porque créeme que yo no soy, y tú me conoces, nunca he sido una persona que nada más habla. Yo hablo y trato de, obviamente, compaginar la voz también con mi esfuerzo, con mi dedicación y con el ejemplo.
Vamos con la última pregunta con Chava Pérez. Chava, adelante.
Muchísimas gracias, Vicky. Hola, Javi.
¿Qué onda?
Estás solo Pérez,
Hola.
México. Espero que bien.
Todo bien.
Oye, Javi, yo quisiera preguntarte, ¿para qué está LA Galaxy? Si bien se consigue este empate,
para ser campeones.
A cuarta posición en la conferencia ¿para qué está LA Galaxy?
Para ser campeones. Eso, créeme que no. Yo sí creo y prefiero que me llamen un loco como siempre, pero yo sí creo que estamos para ser campeones. Y yo voy a trabajar, yo voy a hacerlo de la mejor manera, voy a tratar de también el poder ayudar a mis compañeros de cierta manera. No quiero hablar desde el lado de que yo estoy bien y ellos están mal, absolutamente les lo opuesto. Yo también aprendo de ellos, yo también escucho, yo también tengo compañeros que me inspiran, la manera en que trabajan, el hambre de los jóvenes, la manera en que también el entrenador y todo. Yo creo que aquí se debe hacer una sinergia de que todos debemos creer de una manera loca y también trabajarlo así, ¿no? Como hay una palabra como demencia, como insane, que me gusta en inglés, y también Kobe Bryant, que en paz descanse, la mencionaba mucho. Debes de creer y también trabajar de esa manera por tus sueños sin la garantía porque luego también si no lo consigues, valió la pena darlo todo, en vez de que no lo conseguiste y sabes que dejaste de hacer, aunque sea pocas o muchas cosas. Entonces, para ser campeones, para eso estamos, y prefiero que me llamen loco cuando no se consigue, pero yo así lo creo, yo así lo visualizo, yo así lo siento y así me estoy preparando y así lo estoy dando todo cada entrenamiento y en cada partido.